In India, scooters are traditionally seen as practical, efficient and reliable family vehicles. They're the go-to choice for daily commutes and utility purposes, often prioritizing storage and fuel efficiency over style and excitement. But why should scooters be boring? Look at the N-Torque. It is a scooter that looks good, sounds good and rides good. So if you want to take things up a notch, look at the Yamaha Aerox. It is Yamaha's take on a fun scooter.
Yeah, we reached the goal. Big move, get the dub, never lose. Nah. Big moves, teamwork, we the crew. Yeah.
When the Aerox first hit the streets 3 years ago, people loved it for its sporty look and zippy performance. But there was one big issue: the ride quality. It was not the best, in fact, nowhere close to being ideal too. It felt like riding a hardtail, and that doesn't exactly fall in the space of comfort. Fast forward to today, we hear that the suspension issue has been fixed with this Aerox S. And in fact, they've added new features to make it more appealing. But is the issue really fixed? And are the new features helpful? Time to find out.
Ain't no stopping what's already in motion. Full devotion to elevate and move like an ocean. A one body, one spirit that can never be broken. They crash a wave against rock, they get way too erosion.
Before we get to that, let me remind you that the engine, the brakes, the seat, the handlebar, the display, the mirrors, everything continues to remain the same. But we are here for the changes, right? Let's begin with the first change.
The Aerox comes with a keyless feature through which you can unlock your scooter with the press of a button. Now this is a feature which we have seen in cars and high-end motorcycles for many years, and it feels like a nice touch. Once you're done with the button bit, twist this knob once to access the fuel tank and the seat, and a second time to get to the ignition. Now it's not completely keyless, but in some ways it is.
Yeah, come on, let's go. Yeah, let's get it, huh? Yeah, come on, let's go. Yeah, let's get it.
We have spoken about traction control in smaller vehicles in the past and how it feels like an overkill. But the FZ gets it, and this is another feature that Yamaha wanted to tick off with the Aerox. As long as it works when you want it to work and you end up with the shiny side up and the rubber side down, I think it's all okay, man.
Victorious, we're the greatest, we're glorious.
And finally, the ride. Let me remind you once again about how off the suspension setup was in the past. Today it feels slightly better, but you still have to slow down when the roads go bad. The front still bottoms out when you go in hard, and I feel a different setup is what the need of the hour is. This might work when we cross borders, but in India, it needs to be better.
But this isn't where Aerox's story ends. It actually begins after you buy the scooter because it has an insane world of aftermarket upgrades. Right from charming the aesthetic rider in you to actual performance mods, it's mind-blowing. From fully adjustable suspension setup to brake upgrades to windscreen with 100 different sizes to a complete overhaul of the engine. I am not done yet. This performance air filters, their big bore kits, touring seats, and you also have conversion kits where the rear can be replaced with a wheel that has a disc. In spite of all of this, I have to tell you that the list isn't complete. But I have to stop and I will leave the rest of the research to you guys. For now, I want all of you guys to have a look at this. This is Varun's Aerox, fondly known as Eleanor, and he has done a couple of upgrades on it too. The rear suspension, for example, is from a brand called RCB, preload and rebound adjustable. The brake rotor is a 270mm unit and the stock one is smaller. And finally, what sits here is a bigger 8-liter tank. What I'm trying to tell you guys is that once you go down this rabbit hole, it only gets deeper and deeper. Time to sum it up. When the Aerox was launched, it was around the 1,29,000 rupees mark. Today, it costs about 1,51,000 rupees for the S variant. With this bump in the price, you're getting some new features like keyless start, traction control, and slightly better suspension. Is it worth it? Let me put it this way. There is nothing like the Aerox in our market today. The only thing that will probably come close to it is the upcoming Zoom 160, but we will have an opinion once we ride it. For now, this is a really nice scooter if you look at it from a 360-degree perspective. It looks nice, goes fast and puts a smile on your face. On that happy note, subscribe to PowerDrift, hit the like button. I'm Ananya Awasthi, signing off.